Okay, this is crazy. 21 Pilots, new song. It's here. I listened to it. I watched it with my family. It is so good. Oh, it's so good. But with that put aside, I'm so happy. Today is leap day of the leap year 2024, and today we're going to be talking about 21 Pilots. Does that surprise you? So maybe we'll look at the music video. Perhaps we will. Perhaps we'll look at the music video. Okay, I have a YouTube pulled up here, and we're going to be watching this little video. Just reacting to it, kind of going into the details. One thing that I did notice, though, was when it came out is the little countdown timer. It had Tyler kind of reading some of the letters, or one of the letters, aloud. And then it was kind of echoed. You could barely understand it, but it was cool. That's not in this video anymore because it was a premiere, and then now that part is gone because the countdown timer, Anyway, you could probably find it somewhere else on YouTube, but without further ado, let's press play and watch this. Yeah. Okay, so first of all, it shows the map. This is where we were, and we're obviously going in a boat over the seas. Volstoy Island, the Island of Violence, the outside music video, going to across the something straight, right? I mean, if I were to pull the Dima map real quick. Alright, so here's the map. We can see Volstoy Island is over here. And then, yeah, there's something to Port Val. I think that's where they're going to, or they're going to kind of here. The port is where the submarine left from Saturday music video, I believe. But it says something straight here, which is like a body of water. So I'm guessing it has to do with the thing. But let's just keep watching. Yeah, okay, it was there. I'll go back, pan back. It said, looked like something Alden straight. It's something straight is what we know. Is the distance between, something straight is the distance between the island and the land of trash.
Welcome back to trash.
Yeah. Okay, I want to go back for a second there. These, I believe, this is now looking into Dima, so obviously you can see on the map it showed Dima right here. Oh, right there, it shows Dima on the map and going into Dima. And here we have, I guess, what look to be like gravestones.
Welcome back.
And then into the city. So it's like the neon gravestones, right? And then of people who have died in the city, giving them power, and then you have the city inside.
The trash. Welcome back to trash.
Okay, so, oh my goodness, that switch up is so good. He sings the lyrics from Bandito. These are old lyrics, So I created this world to feel some control. I can destroy it if I want, so I sing Solo Folina, which is from Bandito, and people theorize what that means, but I don't know. Do we really know? I think it's more of an undiscovered meaning, or maybe I don't know because I don't know enough about the lore. But ooh, this transition right here, I mean, going from the fast tempo to the slow, Oh, it's so good. I mean, listen to this. I mean, it's so good.
Are my stripes 300 tracks in my Adidas track jacket? Bless your ear holes while you react acting. Gobsmacked, don't hesitate to maybe overcompensate. I feel like I was just here, same twitching in my eyes. Don't sleep on a boy who can fall asleep twice in the same night and won't hesitate to maybe overcompensate.
Okay. He says, oh my goodness, this song's so good. It's so different, but it's so familiar, which I feel like that familiarity is something I've never felt listening to a new 21 Pilots record. When Trench came out, it was just so different. It blew my mind. I didn't even think it was them at first. And 21 Pilots is this weird band where when I hear a song for the first time, I don't like it. I'm like, oh, it's just different. It's so weird. And then when I hear it, listen to it more, I'm like, okay, I get it. That's how I felt when Trench. That's why I felt with Scale That I See. When I first heard Levitate, for example, when that song came out, I didn't even like it, but now it's like my favorite song off of Trench. So they kind of have this thing. But I felt this familiarity. Like I'm like, okay, this is awesome. I already knew it was awesome. I didn't have this like kind of bitter, or not bitter, but kind of sour. Like whoa, what the like flavor from the music, I guess you could say. He says some lyrics here. He says, "Don't sleep on a boy who can't fall asleep twice in the same night." And I don't know what he means by that. Does anyone know? I mean, he says like, I mean, there's a lot to break down the lyrics. It's kind of hard. I am not really sure what he's saying here. I mean, acting gobsmacked, don't hesitate to maybe overcompensate. I feel like it was just here, same twitching in my eyes. And then don't sleep on a boy, can't fall asleep twice in the same day, same night. Who knows? Anyway, I'll press play. I'll stop talking.
Won't hesitate to maybe overcompensate. I said I fly by the dangerous bend symbol. Don't hesitate to maybe overcompensate. Where I'm from, I was born right here just now. Originated right in front of your eyes. If you can't see, I am Clancy. Prodigal son done running, come up with Josh done. Wanted dead or alive, so now you pick who you serve. You bow to the masses, get kicked to the curb. For passing the glasses, half empty, half full. Save half of your taxes, then overtake your former self. I fly by the dangerous bend symbol. Don't hesitate to maybe overcompensate.
Okay, I want to pause there. He says, I fly by the dangerous bend symbol. And if we look at a dangerous bend symbol, not the United States one, but the one from, I believe, the UK. This sign. This is the United States one. This one's whatever. But he said this in an interview. But this one right here, this white sign with the thing. See, it says it here, Bourbaki. This was invented by Nicholas Bourbaki, the group of mathematicians. They had this Z dangerous bend symbol. So yeah, they were the people who made it, which makes sense with the lore with Nicholas Bourbaki being Nico. Very interesting for sure. I mean, he's talking about this like, I fly by the dangerous bend symbol, so obviously a sign on the road, flying by like in your car or something, and I won't hesitate to overcompensate. So when, maybe going a little too fast. He said this in an interview with BBC Radio, but basically what it is overcorrecting for the speed, and that's what the overcompensate means. I feel like in these interviews he kind of gives a very vague thing, not really diving into what it means really. But he said the song is like kind of there to give Clancy a new sort of confidence. But if you see like the sign, but you can see like the sign is like, I don't know, invented by Nicholas Bourbaki, so it makes sense with the lore. And he didn't say that in an interview. So let's get back to this.
It's feel like a perfect length. I don't need them any longer, but for goodness sake, do the years seem way too short for my soul, corazón? Way too short for my soul, corazón. Days feel like a perfect length. I don't need them any longer, but for goodness sake, do the years seem way too short for my soul, corazón? Way too short for my soul, corazón. Earn my stripes, 300 tracks in my Adidas track jacket. Bless your ear holes while you react acting. Gobsmack, don't hesitate to maybe overcompensate. I said I fly by the dangerous bend symbol. Don't hesitate to maybe overcompensate. By the time I catch in my peripheral, don't hesitate to maybe overcompensate.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay, yeah, no. That's crazy. Okay, so there's some other things to unpack here. So in the video, I didn't really notice too much significance from the video. He's like talking to these people, which I believe are citizens, or they're banditos, I can't tell. Because it seems like he's like almost educating the people in Dima. Like a kind of rebellion, like you see. He's like talking to them, or I guess rapping the song, and then they all get up and they go, and then he has this like old school projector, and it's showing all the pictures, and he kind of points to the canvas showing like the power of seizing. So you see they're all watching there. So see this, like he's like almost teaching the people, whoever they are, he looks like a teacher. I mean, he's got like the freaking lanyard, the stance. It's kind of funny. But it's showing them seizing, as you can see, and the East is up symbol. Let's see, monuments of exaltation, all nothing but the glory, something perspective, truth. That's interesting. They show neon gravestones here, the gravestones. But basically, I think he's like teaching the people what's really going on, and showing the seizing as the power to that Clancy has. And then now you can see they're all wearing yellow and red tape on the shoulders. And then drops to the floor here. I mean, this is kind of crazy. And dies, which, I mean, we see at the end of the video here, it was a different guy the whole time, not Clancy. And he was just seizing him. He wasn't even in the city. So he's basically communicating to the people in the city that what he's doing without being there. Isn't that crazy? Which makes me think, the guy who he was seizing, I always thought that seizing, you need to be dead for someone to seize you. So like, does that mean that that person was dead when he seized him? Which, I mean, would make sense, right? So then how did the person die? Maybe this whole section is like where they go and watch people die, I mean, or commit glorious gone. Like, if you think about the implications of this, like, how did, because is Tyler even here? And obviously Josh is there because he's the drummer. But like, what's really happening here? So it's kind of a lot to unpack. But I always take these videos with a grain of salt because they always throw in stuff that's music video-y, that isn't full storyline. Not everything should be taken as if it was 100% in the storyline. Like, for example, Heavy Dirty Soul music video, the car catches on fire, and then we did the end part, but then he wakes up back in the car, which isn't canon. Or maybe it is. Maybe it is canon, but it means something maybe different. Maybe just for the video, or it's something separate from the storyline. So, yeah. Anyway, all that to say, this song was a banger. I mean, come on. It was a banger. It was a banger. I loved it. I loved every second of it. I love the little bridge part. It feels like a radio song. It feels like a new style they haven't really done before. And wow. Yeah, crazy. Josh was wearing a collar. Some commenter says Josh was wearing a collar that says Torchbearer in Ukrainian, which is interesting. But there's a lot of different languages in this one. Like someone said, there's German, French, and Spanish at the beginning, the people talking. Josh Dunn's name was dropped. There's Spanish lyric, which we've seen before, I think in every single record by them, maybe since Blurryface or Vessel. There's so much different stuff going on here. There's so much to unpack, but I really don't think we can really unpack it until we get a little bit more context about the whole album, which is called Clancy, by the way. And other than that, yeah, there's not much to unpack, really. I mean, there's so much to unpack that, like, I don't even know where to begin. Like, you can see this part at the end here, like, where they are, no, you can't see because my face cam was in the way, but Josh is basically dragging this boat back to shore, which is obviously like they've arrived on the island. Because they went across. So it's like there's things like that are easy to explain. I'm not going to try to explain everything. Maybe you already have. But yeah, I'm really excited what happens next. And I will be listening to the song all day, nonstop. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. And yeah, you have a good day. Bye-bye.